This should be a close game for sure. 0verZer0 coming in as the favourite for a few reasons. The number one reason is because he's almost top 10. He's right now 12th in Steam. I think that makes him the 5th highest rated American player behind the Car, Dapper, Seabass and Amongstar. Riddles was actually about 37th, 38th on the leaderboard, but he lost both of his warm-up games, so now he's 44th, and that probably puts him in the top, like just outside the top 10 for American players. Currently, 0verZer0 and Riddles. 0verZer0 has been on stream a lot in the past. He's the player with far more experience to draw upon. And another little bit of information that we can give you on Riddles before this match gets started is that obviously they just played a warm-up match against each other in ranked, which 0verZer0 won by a single goal. Before that, Riddles played another warm-up match, which was another ranked game against Riddles, who recently beat Sharif on stream. And Riddles did drop that one as well. And he said to Riddles that he was super nervous because he was going to have to come and play this show match against 0verZer0. So hopefully, for his sake, he's able to settle into this series pretty quickly. We still have a lot of camera glitches, as you can see, and I'll try and, play around that. I've noticed that the default camera glitch goes away after about 20 seconds or 15 seconds, so we didn't need to tell the players about that. I really hope that glitch just, stops happening. But for now, we'll have to put up that 15 seconds or so at the start of every match. Nice shot by Riddles to get things started. 0verZer0 perhaps not expecting 0verZer0, or rather Riddles, to shoot there, as 0verZer0 could have intercepted it if he was predicting it. Thanks for the 4 months, by the way, the Ricky Stricky RL. Or the Ricky Strick RL, sorry. I always say Ricky Stricky for some reason. And Rick from RL. Both of you. That is kind of weird. Like, back-to-back subs and you're both called Rick. But yeah, prime sub for both of you, 4 months and 1 month respectively. Welcome. Welcome back and welcome. Very much appreciated. Good start for the underdog Riddles. And a very good start, actually. 0verZer0 did a bit of a Shepherd impression there, as he forgets the ball and drives up the post, gets a little bit stuck. That's not the best recovery by 0verZer0. Is this a boost glitch? Why is that happening? Is this a new glitch? We had patch day today. It was the mini hotfix patch. I swear there's now a boost glitch where I hear the boost sound on kickoff even if it's not happening. Interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. Boost bug. Of course there's a boost bug. Why wouldn't there be a boost bug? Did they put that in the patch notes as well? They're just like, oh, by the way, boost bug. Enjoy. It's not the worst, but it's just like, I don't know how these things happen, and obviously I don't make games for a living, but I'm just thinking, how does this happen? How does that become a thing? Riddles in a hurry to get this one clear. 0verZer0 did backflip though.
Forgetting to pronounce my name. Slap bang.
Slap bang. Hey, you got it right, I think. Thanks for the 2 months. I'm guessing based on that message that you would have resubbed for more months in a row, or at least you tried to. As 0verZer0 slides one way then the other and wide of the net. But either way, thanks for the 2 months. Oh my goodness, Riddles with a huge fake. And 0verZer0 is looking shaky. Very, very shaky. He's had bad clear, bad recovery, bad challenge. All unforced errors. And that is not what you want to see if you're an 0verZer0 fan. He's had some nervous showings on stream in the past. On my stream, at least. The most recent time that he was on stream before this, who did he play? He played King Rani, right? And I think it was King Rani, and he wasn't having a good day, and Rani was able to dismantle him pretty handily. So hopefully 0verZer0 is not going to just fall to pieces again. He did play very well in the 1v1 tournament yesterday. Some close games against a lot of the competition. Both players' boost sounds are on for the kickoff. That's a bit interesting. I guess we'll just have to try and ignore that. Almost half the game gone in game one. Would be great for Riddles to start off his debut on stream, well, debut show match on stream with the game 1 victory. He did play on stream, I think, once during the North American qualifier for the 12 Titans Year 2. I'm not 100% sure if that's true or not. I think it is. 0verZer0, distant air dribble. He's looking for Riddles. Can he find him? Yes, he can! And even though Riddles might have seen this one coming, look how difficult this is to stop. What a play by 0verZer0. He dipped away from the ball very early, but it's still so hard for Riddles to get past him. Getting his goal count 0verZer0. Haha, very funny. Very good for us. Looking very dapper. You guys like this t-shirt, do you? You like it? I appreciate that, guys. Riddles trying to return the favor with a bump goal of his own. He's going to come in and out at the top of the goal to recover. Can he escape the demo? Yes, he will. 0verZer looking very, very high for that one. Now 0verZer's got all the boost advantage as Riddles fails his wall clear. This is a huge chance for 0verZer, and he will take it. Riddles now, the player who's looking a little bit shaky. No real reason to wave dash there. I have to say the wave dash did put him in a bit more of an awkward position than it needed to. Your t-shirt's a banger.
Goodness me, where has the time gone? Keep up the goodness, sir.
That could be slim thanks to the 20 months. I know, right? Can you believe it? 20 months? Thank you so much. That is a gift
it a bird?
for Riddles.
Is it a plane? No, it's your nose hovering above Cheshire. Keep up the great streams. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Thanks, Cara, for the £3 donation. Yeah, interesting message. I appreciate that. 0verZer looking for another air dribble goal. That's not far off, but being as close as it was in fact a bad thing, as it comes off the inside of the post and perfectly sets up Riddles for the counter-attack. 0verZer needed to just give up on that goal when he realized, okay, I'm not going to be able to squeeze this one in. He's looking for the post pinch at the far post. All he managed to do was just lightly tap the inside of the post there, and that's not what you're looking for, as it separated him from the ball. And a missed save by 0verZer opens up the goal gap to 3 again. And 0verZer does give himself a what a save there, acknowledging that he should have saved that distant shot. Even if it was a good shot from Riddles, it shouldn't be going in without at least a little bit of forced follow-up from 0verZer. Early challenge by Riddles off the ceiling. Look at that. That is a phenomenal challenge. Oh my goodness. Is this just straight in? No, Riddles, you need to put it in, buddy. Okay, he is going to put it in. Celebrating a little bit early there. But massive challenge from Riddles. He also came off the ceiling for that challenge to counter 0verZer's ceiling shot. That is what you need to do in 1v1. You can't give people time to get the setup. 5-goal gap now for Riddles. Another kickoff goal. Why is 0verZer losing? Tell him to stop. Well, hopefully, I'm really hoping that 0verZer doesn't just lose this one, you know, game 1 and game 2 really heavily and then just fall out of the series. Because we know he can be a great 1v1 player when he's feeling good about his own gameplay, when he's focused, when he's not tilted. I've seen him take Dapper all the way into close games. I've seen him take Scrub Killer all the you know, the full distance. But I've also seen him lose you know, series to players that you should definitely be beating. Look at that play by Riddles. Quick turnaround, and 0verZer gets dismantled once again. This is just a great play by Riddles. He knows that 0verZer is probably going to go for an early challenge there because he's down by 5. There's less than a minute left. You need to early challenge, and Riddles knows that as well. And very smartly takes a light touch and pops it to the side. That is how you beat somebody who's ball chasing. And I'm not saying that 0verZer's ball chasing was a bad thing. It was the correct decision by 0verZer, correct decision by Riddles. Fortunately for Riddles, he just has so many lifelines right now. He's got such a huge lead, surely insurmountable. But 0verZer might be able to get a goal or two to try and start some momentum going in his favor before game 2 gets underway. Riddles will have a chance to put a 10th past 0verZer from the ceiling. That's not a bad first touch. A little bit high though. The crossbar will save 0verZer, who looks like he's forfeited game 1 already. Will Riddles take the 10th goal? Doesn't look like it. He's just ready to get into game 2 as well. And that is a good debut performance by Riddles. It looked shaky as 0verZer came back to tie up the game. But a kickoff goal and then a couple of punished misplays by Riddles. He's able to open up that gap even wider than it was before. Now this is a big test for 0verZer. He knows he's the favorite here. He knows that he should be winning this match. He's got the experience. He's got the practice of recent times. His ladder rank is definitely higher, significantly than Riddles. He won the warm-up game, so he knows everything is really pointing towards him being the favorite and him winning the show match. But we know in the past, we've seen in the past, and we know that does not always transpire. Things don't always go the way that they're supposed to in Rocket League, especially when you've got scriptwriters like mine. But for now, 0verZer looking pretty good. Catches the ball, but only as far as Riddles' goal. Oh my goodness, Riddles completely missaves this. Surely he should have been able to control this ball fairly easily. Yeah, Riddles is dodging the wrong way there. A little bit of a panic in goal. Jude Payne, thanks to the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Hope you have a good time. Riddles flip reset off the ceiling, but not the best first touch. And he scored himself yet again. Not for the first time. Favouring that recovery off the underside of the crossbar is Riddles in that position. 0verZer looking for the 50-50 at the edge of the box. Risky stuff. It can always be risky business. Looking for 50-50s with goalkeepers when you are that dead on. When you're that straight in line with the centre of their goal. 0verZer, the wave dash, gets ahead, but doesn't have enough boost. Oh my goodness, 0verZer might have just completely forgotten that he was running a boost. And he will get punished at the other end. That is a tie game. And a huge misplay once again by 0verZer. He said that bounce off your back wall made no sense to me. So there might have been a little bit of server shenanigans. As 0verZer was expecting the ball to bounce back much more straight. This is another kickoff goal for Riddles, who has had the best kickoff out of the two players by a long way. But 0verZer's half flip should put him into a good position here. Able to starve all the boosts from the right hand side of the field. But hopeful more than anything from 0verZer that this ball is going to make it into the middle. It really didn't look likely as it was so close to the wall. Still a good chance for 0verZer. This is honestly a 50-50. He should be winning. But Riddles slaps it right over his head. This is so risky by Riddles. Dodging like this into your opponent's corner is not usually a safe move. This time it did work. 0verZer was not ready for it. I'm sure that 0verZer was expecting Riddles to either just drive in right close to the corner and then turn around. Maybe go for a demo play. But definitely not dodge. 0verZer showing us what I expected Riddles to do in the previous goal. This is more of what I expected. This is a much safer play by 0verZer, just making a drive-by bump. As we can see, his recovery was instantaneous, and he's able to get right back into the play and put it on the open net. Sin Cypher, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate that. Yeah, these days most of my show matches are best of 5. For me, I think best of 5 1v1 is probably the best format for 1v1s these days. It's just not too long, not too short. It's, you know, best of 3 for a single show match doesn't really give enough time for players to figure each other out. Best of 7 is often just too much. You know, I think the series could just go 3-0, 4-0, right? It's often over by the time the third game has happened. Rarely will you see a reverse sweep in a best of 7, but best of 5 reverse sweeps, much more doable in Rocket League in my opinion. Okay, a couple of very strong kickoff possessions have taken this game from 2-all to 3-all. The noteworthy thing is that Riddles' kickoff goal was just straight up kickoff goal. 0verZer couldn't really do anything about it, except do a better kickoff of it, obviously. Whereas these goals from 0verZer are a lot more proactive. He's making out plays. Why do I get a latency variation every single kickoff? This is so stupid. Also, why does Riddles have 100 ping? He said he was US West. Is Riddles' connection always this bad? I swear he told me he was a US West player. Hopefully not lagging or anything. 0verZer with another great ceiling shot. We saw him do this yesterday in the 1v1 tournament. If you're watching this on YouTube, I think it'll be 2 days ago. Did he backflip into this? No, he did front flip. Could have really done just about any flip there. Side flip or forward. Or diagonal forward. Is this another kickoff goal for Riddles? Oh no, power this time. And 0verZer starting to stretch this goal lead out a little bit. We have the 6-3 for 0verZer, just like the 6-3 that we had for Riddles in game 1. If you're going to do best of 7, you might as well do best of 23. Sometimes for big money show matches, best of 7 makes sense because there's just money on the line. And if there's money on the line, you're not expecting the series to be one-sided. We have had 4-0s before in money matches. But these days, I reserve the best of 7s for, you know, players that shouldn't be losing in a very one-sided series against each other. Nice demo by Riddles. Realizing where 0verZer was going to end up, and 0verZer could have avoided that with the jump. He just did not respect the demo play. That's the first kickoff win that 0verZer's had of this fashion. Can he put it in? Oh, it's just going to be a recovery by Riddles. We're seeing one of those from each player now. Riddles looks for the first touch and the shot. Can he get it in from the tight angle? No, he cannot. And he will definitely regret hitting the ball out hard on that occasion. Good 50-50 by Riddles. Tough angle shot. This is not easy to get power on, and he does lack power this time. 6-4 to 0verZer, still looking good in game 2. Is he going to go for... Oh no, he's just going to catch this. I was wondering if he was going to fly ahead of this and go for the bump. Would not surprise me. This Riddles now coming at a very strange angle. Almost catches 0verZer off guard, but this time 0verZer does react.
This season, you think?
I'd say NRG are probably my favourites to win LAN. So I think all those 3 players have excellent work ethic. Garrett G, I think, is probably top 2 players who haven't won a LAN. Well, won an RLCS. The other being Fairy Peak. And yeah, Justin, I expect will transition into LAN environment no problem, because all the other players that are like him did transition with no problem. I'm thinking Garrett, thinking Squishy, Gimmick. Riddles has his flip. Oh my goodness, what a catch by Riddles. No way! He does get it in. And 0verZer0 must be absolutely bamboozled by what just happened. A turtle catch into the crossbar. Immediate recovery for the air roll finish. Sorry, I almost said shot and finish at the same time. Good stuff there by Riddles. He's saying you get in this lag. Well, I am. I mean, I don't know. I am. Lol. I'm just going to drop the spectator. I don't even know if they can see that. 0verZer0 says no. It looks like Riddles is the only one who's had a worse server here. 120 ping. Like, I definitely made this US West. This is... Oh, I'm trying to talk in party. I think... I'm trying to... Yeah, this is like ridiculously high ping. This is it is a US West server. That's why I'm using tab there, because I can check what region I put the server on. If you want to be able to do that in your own game, just look at the top left when you press tab, or when you go to the scoreboard, it says USW and then a bunch of numbers. That means it's a US West server. Obviously, US East server would say USE, Europe server would say EU. But the more important storyline, the main headline, is that Riddles has just scored 5 goals in a row in 1 minute and 30 seconds and put 0verZer0 in an extremely awkward spot. That ball is bouncing to safety, but not far enough, as 0verZer0 with a nice power slide will turn this one into the open net. Riddles almost able to counterattack there, but he didn't respect 0verZer0's follow through. He realized, okay, I can save that shot, no big deal, but he didn't respect 0verZer0 coming through for the demo. 0verZer0 right now saying my ping went from 40 to 100 over the course of this match. As Riddles says same. I think we could change. We can change after. Alright. I can't even type. After. Alright. So this server has definitely deteriorated. And hopefully that doesn't happen for too much more. It is a shame. 0verZer0 looking for a demo there. But Riddles able to get the save, able to get the boost, and able to get the long shot. That is the full package for the 1v1 counter attack. 39 seconds for 0verZer0 to come back here. And you know what a showing this is for Riddles, who, with that miss from 0verZer0, is surely going to be taking this game. He doesn't even need to score this. He could just run down the clock, but he does put it in. And I don't hate that, given how strong his kickoff has been. He has been winning the majority of the kickoffs. Definitely getting the majority of the direct kickoff goals. 0verZer0 has been getting some strong kickoff possessions here or there, but the direct kickoff goals are going to Riddles. Alright, let's dip. Alright, I'm trying to... Wait, can I type like this now? Alright, let's get into game 3. I think both these guys... Yeah, 0verZer0 forfeits game 2. It is surely an insurmountable lead. 4 goals in 24 seconds. With how strong Riddles' kickoff has been, it's going to put 0verZer0 2-0 down. Can you believe that? Definitely a huge upset so far, and 0verZer0 needs to step up his game. He needs to stop going for so many risky plays with no boost. The amount of times I've seen 0verZer0 jumping up for a rebound when he's got 0 boost, and then almost realizing after the fact, oh, I can't reach this ball. It's definitely too many times. Okay, great. Now 0verZer0's got 130 ping. Oh, we should have just given him the 16. Oh, never mind. They both have 120. This is so stupid. US West server. US West players. 130. Made the best ping win, says Riddles. He's got 60, which is red. Apparently, that's not good. Oh dear. I just want to look at the ping, to be honest, boys. I want to see what happens. What does that mean? What does that even mean? The little red ping thing. It's noteworthy, perhaps, that with servers being this bad, flicks are really, really good. So if you are good at flicks and you know your opponent has bad ping, you should definitely focus on flicks, because flicks look really, really weird when both players have high ping. Very, very hard to read them and react to them. So I want to see lots of dribbles from these guys. That would be really smart. Especially 0verZer0 needs to win 3 in a row here. Oh my goodness, the ball just teleporting. What was that? I swear this ball suddenly just teleported into the net. It's a great recovery by Riddles, to be fair. I did not expect him to be shooting that fast. This video is sponsored by Gamer, like, hey, not yet. Maybe I should let Gamer League sponsor my videos. Do you reckon I should? Should I do it? I wouldn't let them put, like the only way I would let anyone sponsor my videos like that is at the end of the video, I think. Like putting it at the start is kind of like, I don't know, I don't want to do that, but at least not like a pre-recorded segment. Great flick again by 0verZer. That's 2-0 for the flicks. I do want to give some credit again. I didn't want to make it sound as if Riddles' goal was just lag, his one goal. I didn't see him recovering that fast. It was a great recovery. He was able to dodge on the ball and land in the same motion. Another smart dodge there by Riddles, trying to reach around the ball and get a touch before 0verZer0. Okay, Riddles has 28 ping, never mind. I was going to say if both these players have high ping, 0verZer0 looks to be the favourite because his flicks have been so on point. But now Riddles has 48 ping. He's done a great job. He's bribed Psionics, and now he has the ping advantage. But oh my goodness, 0verZer0 turning red there for a little bit. Hope you guys don't mind me just checking, doing the ping like update regularly, because to me that is the highlight of this series so far. It's been very entertaining. So still great ping for Riddles. He's doing a great job keeping that nice and low. That is going to give him a huge advantage moving forward. 0verZer0 132. What is he thinking? Come on, 0verZer0, you got to do better than that. And he does concede. Should have thought about you know how difficult it would have been to challenge before deciding to have 132 ping. Oh, Riddles letting his ping slide a little bit though to 84, but 0verZer0 is not having a good day at the office as well. Suddenly going down a little bit. 128. And 0verZer0 actually saying in the chat there, OMG, watching the scoreboard for our ping is more entertaining. I agree. This is great stuff. I've never seen this before. 52 ping Riddles. Yeah, 52 ping Riddles gets a save. Again, Riddles just showing us that having less ping on your home server is a huge advantage. Oh no, he's really letting it slip though. He needs to get his act together. He's been doing a good job keeping his ping significantly lower than 0verZer0, but these spikes, and especially that red, exclamation mark, or I think it's actually a black exclamation mark in the middle of a big red triangle. I don't like the look of that. If Riddles keeps on bringing out the exclamation mark with the inside the triangle, I don't think that's going to favor him very well. That is an interesting shot by Riddles. I'm sure 0verZer0 is trying to figure out what's going on here, and he does make contact with the ball with 132 ping. Heroic effort by the RLCS Season 1 LAN MVP. Great play there by 0verZer0 to take it past 100 ping Riddles. He's hanging on to green ping, but just barely. Oh, there we go. Spike to 44 for Riddles, but he's got the red exclamation mark back. Riddles, you've got to stop bringing out the red exclamation mark. Oh, no, now he's up to 100. This can't be good news for Riddles' chances. 0verZer0, he's had higher ping for the majority of the game, but at least it's consistent. And his flicks have been just as consistent. That's another flick goal for 0verZer0. Good stuff. Identifying that flicks are overpowered when your opponent's lagging. By the way, Rostad09, I did comment on your message there, but thanks for the 4-month resub as well. I do appreciate that a lot. It doesn't matter how good your ping is, apparently, or how bad your ping is. The one thing that is consistent with this series is Riddles is just going to get more kickoff goals. He's got a solid kickoff, and this is very, very important, especially for close matches. There's nothing more heartbreaking in Rocket League than when you work really hard to get a lead, you fight back and forth in the midfield, and then out of nowhere your opponent gets a kickoff goal to just cancel out your efforts. That keeps happening to 0verZer0. He tied up game 1, Riddles scored a kickoff goal. He takes the lead in game 3, Riddles scores a kickoff goal. So good responses by Riddles, not letting his kickoff mechanics slip, despite the fact that 0verZer0 is the one who just scored on him. That's a decent shot, should be into the crossbar, and 0verZer0 realizes that fact, correctly leaves the ball. And we're still tied up here. 0verZer0, I'll remind you guys, needs to win all 3 games in order to take the W here today. And he should be taking the lead, and he will take the lead with a nice turnaround. Power slide mechanics still on point. Who is Riddles? He's about rank 30 or something, rank 40 in the world right now in the 1v1 ladder. He's trying to make a name for himself today by beating one of the older players, one of the veterans of the 1v1 scene. And 0verZer0 is starting to make his comeback in game 3 here. Still has the boost advantage at the moment. Riddles is going to change that with a cheeky steal at the right hand side. And look at that by Riddles. Just demos 0verZer0 and shoots the ball in almost a split second. That boost steal made this possible. Really well played, actually. That was calculated by Riddles. Made sure not to lose control of his car. 50 or something, wasn't? Does he stream or something? Riddles, I remember he was higher rated when he first asked me if he'd play on stream, and I was like, aye, later though, not yet. You know, keep on grinding, keep on practicing, be ready on the day that it happens. But yeah, he is a US West player, and I'm thinking, yo, we could get a US West matchup here. 0verZero's US West, Riddles is US West. We'll get a good ping for a change for a US West player. And then Psyonix had other ideas. 0verZero off the inside of his own post, but only really gives the ball away. I think he got a little bit excited there. He's thinking, wow, I could come off the inside of my post and hit the ball before thinking, is it a good idea to do so? Riddles on the recovery, looks for the demo again, doesn't find it this time, and 0verZero's got the lead back in his hands. And this is a much better time to have it. 44 seconds left, just avoiding the demo. That was really smart by 0verZero, jumping over that in the last second. Slick Mike for you, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate that a lot, man. And Shaw RV with the Prime sub 2 months in a row. Welcome back. Riddles has another chance here. 0verZero with a ridiculously close fake challenge. Isn't really able to dispossess Riddles. Got a stutter apparently. But what he has been able to do is keep Riddles at bay. Even though Riddles has dominated the ping battle. Inconsistent, yes, but low nonetheless. 0verZero does give Riddles one more chance. We are into the 10 seconds, and Riddles has a massive opportunity, and he takes it. Well played, good pressure by Riddles. He's been shooting again and again, and just applying that squeeze to 0verZero as 0verZero tries to sit back in defense. And 0verZero is having a hard time. I'm joking about with the ping a little bit here, but it is very difficult, and I want to definitely take this show match and the result with a grain of salt, as it is very difficult to play under these conditions. But these are the conditions that Pro Rocket League players have to play under. You need to be ready for servers to just be awful. This is just comes with the job these days. Comes with the job description. And 0verZero has done well to not only take this, but take it by 2 goals. Good placement on the kickoff goal to make this a 2-1 series. 0verZero not being swept and showing us that he can play at the same level as Riddles, even with 130 ping. That's yeah, I think what the good thing for 0verZero here is he stopped like really being stressed out about the series. I know 0verZero does have a history of kind of letting himself get stressed out. It's a good thing his scoreboard is down here. Excellent stuff. And in the past, you know, he gets a little bit nervous when he's losing, especially against a player that he thinks he should be beating, and Riddles falls into that category. Oh dear, Riddles. Has he waited until now to let the nerves get the better of him? Now that 0verZero has won a game, can Riddles get it together? He just single jumped on a kickoff instead of dodging. Wasn't able to even recover by flying into the ball. That's not ideal. Still though, solid kickoff follow-up by Riddles. 0verZero excellently micromanaging his boost there to get to the ball as fast as he could. But like I was saying, let me get back to the 0verZero discussion. So he's definitely at this point just said, alright, this series is laggy. Let's just play it out. See if we can get a win. But he's looking a lot more focused, because he's not worried about this anymore. Look at how many touches Riddles got on that wall shot. Are you kidding me? And this would have looked like a slideshow on 0verZero's screen, let me tell you. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4. Lands on the floor and finds some more. Gets into the bottom corner with a block onto 0verZero's. Actually, it was a real save that 0verZero was getting there, but Riddles was able to deny it. Some excellent hitbox manipulation. Good landing. He's going for the boost seal now, but he's got to be careful not to be demoed as he turns around. Coming off the ceiling now is Riddles, but this is so far out. Surely it's just going to turn into a pass to 0verZero, and it will, who now has a great opportunity. Riddles can't get the save, and that is 2-1 to 0verZero. This guy Tiger Sharp is obsessed with the idea that their internet is bad and it's not the servers. No, it's definitely the servers, mate. Like, you don't go from having perfectly okay ping at the start of the evening or at the start of the afternoon, as it is in California right now, and then suddenly you download a hotfix patch and your ping is at 130, and then blame your ISP, right? You blame the hotfix. It's obviously the hotfix that has done this. No one is going to argue that. And I'm sure Psyonix are aware of that. I'm sure that there's lots of angry people on Twitter informing them that the ping is now bad. Good recovery by 0verZero. Missed his half volley clear on the back wall. Managed to get a diving save across the net after the fact. Riddles is not wasting any time though. Look at that recycle. Didn't even allow 0verZer0 time to grab corner boost. As soon as 0verZer0 spawns, Riddles has already started his attack, and that means that 0verZer0 had to go for an early challenge. Confirm point. Oh, you like that. I promise that wasn't scripted. Promise it wasn't scripted. Tabs McNabs. I swear to me mum. Yeah. You can still you know, play on bad servers. It is a skill. The only thing that annoys people is it's not something that you want to have to practice, right? Like you don't ever want the server to be laggy. Like why would we practice something that should be controlled? Some players or some people liken it to bad weather. You know, you say, oh well, obviously you want the weather to be good when you're playing outdoor sports, but sometimes you're going to be playing in bad weather, so you just have to get used to it. Nice little dribble there by 0verZer0. Got a lucky touch after missing his first volley there. But he had plenty of time to put it in. I'm sure it wouldn't have been a problem. But yeah, like I said, I don't really liken bad servers to bad weather because servers are a lot more controllable than the weather, usually. It should be certainly more controllable. That's why I don't really like that argument where people say, oh, you should just deal with it. We all have to play on the same server. It's, you know, fair game. It shouldn't be like that. Good save by Riddles, but it's only going to be for so long. And he only has himself to blame. He did not deal with this threat in time. He needed to catch that ball on the ground instead of driving under it. But he accidentally just scooted underneath the ball there. Asked Johnny to unmod you. Wait, what happened? What happened? So Riddles, apparently the server's settled for him. That is, I don't know, like, what's going on. Like, there must be something wrong with 0verZero's version of the hotfix. This can happen, you know, sometimes a hotfix will not work for certain players and it will for others. One of the things that I did see in the, or I heard about in the patch notes for the hotfix, nice dribble by 0verZer0. Hold that thought, this is an excellent piece of control. But what I was going to say is that I saw in the patch notes it said something like fixed a bug that had sometimes been causing some players games to be sending information to the server at 30 frames per second instead of 60, even though their game's actually running at 60. And I don't really know what that means, to be honest, but I was thinking, you know, all these heavy car bug preachers are going to be all over that. They're going to be preaching heavy car bug all over again. Oh my goodness, Riddles, double open net miss. Are you kidding me? I think you must have expected the first shot to be on target, as 0verZer0 now looking for a demo decides to cut this way wide and now come off the ceiling. We saw him do this in the 1v1 tournament yesterday. Riddles, underside of the crossbar, has proven to be a good place for him to recover. Not a bad idea to recover off the other side of the bar when you are going for a contest on a ceiling shot. Again, Riddles, great aptitude with that mechanic. And 0verZer0 flicking way too well on his last attack has given Riddles a way back into the game. Both players with big open net misses. And after all said and done, Riddles does get the goal, which evaded him earlier, not once but twice. Your name is now Johnny Mello. I don't even know what that means, mate. 0verZer0 getting a better end of the kickoff stick in Game 4. I have to say, he's done a good job adapting to Riddles' kickoff. Riddles says he started spiking again. 0verZer0 says, welcome back, my friend. It's a good thing that these guys are just, you know, having some fun with this. They're just trying their best to deal with this awkward server. Funnily enough, the fact that happened has, I think, like, helped 0verZer0 out a little bit. It stopped Riddles' momentum, stopped him hard in his tracks at the 2-0 lead. And it, you know, helped 0verZer0 loosen up a little bit. He's not so stressed out about this. Sure, he would have been if the servers are absolutely fine. Then 0verZer0 is just gonna be thinking, man, why am I losing to Riddles in his debut show match? I should be beating this guy. And of course, Riddles on his day can absolutely take games off 0verZer0. We've seen that. But that doesn't change the fact that 0verZer0 is the favorite, and he knows it. That, I think, is definitely a problem for 0verZer0, and has been a problem for him in the past. Has been. Listen, guys. None of yous are playing on my stream against a decent player, unless yous get in a tournament that I cast. Riddles 3 down, has his flip reset, and look at that top corner, almost getting sniped. But this is the problem with high-risk plays. If you don't put it in, the other player probably will. And that is exactly what we just saw. I like that Riddles went for that, though. That's not the worst decision. He's 3 goals down. He needs to probably take 3 out of 3 chances. What up, Andrew? Especially with how few chances he's been getting this game. Yeah, before that, he was at 8 shots in 4 minutes. That's about 2 shots a minute And with 1 minute left, 3 goals required, you need to improve your odds. You need to take more shots. Riddles tried, failed, and now it's probably going to be game 5. There is a 5-goal lead for 0verZer0 with a disgusting mind game. I don't know how Riddles actually ended up going over the top of this ball. He just matrixed it perfectly. You'll donate your 50 cents to the prize pool. I don't know if we'll do a 50-cent prize pool. Maybe that's not the best idea. Surely, though, game 5 beckons. And it's going to be an interesting one. 0verZer0 has done so much better ever since we switched to this server where he has the worst ping. It's incredible. And the one thing that is noteworthy is since these guys are both US West players, I think, you know, in RLCS at least, which is currently USA, well, it's currently North America, OCE, and Europe. In those regions, US West players and Oceania players are far better dealing with, or they're better at dealing with higher ping than Europe players, or European players I should say, and US East players. So not a huge shock to see 0verZer0 weathering the storm of the high ping and taking this into a game 5. Riddles, tight angle rebound, will hit the ground. No celebratory goal for you, my friend. Into game 5 we go in what has been a show match dominated by this little line of the scoreboard, which we usually pay no attention to. Sometimes we do. Today's one of those days. Salty Parchment, thanks for the prime sub. I love that name. Alright, sure. 0verZer0 wants to try for a better server one more time. Let's see what it's going to be. Riddles 24. I've got a sneaky suspicion 0verZer0 is going to get screwed again. He might just play this out. Yeah, he says whatever. So he just wanted to give it one more go. Because now that he's made it to game 5, he must be thinking, well, I might as well really try and win this one because I've somehow got into game 5 with 132 ping. He's playing great now that he's got the high ping. But can he do so for one more game? That's not a good ground shot to get things started off. Riddles, for now, dealing with this pressure that 0verZer0 is bringing to his goal line. That bump is actually going to favor Riddles. Can he get the boost grab? No, he can't. Riddles actually backs out of that one. Maybe worried that 0verZer0 would swoop in and get the demo. 0verZero's clean missed the ball there. Nice wave dash though to get back into position. Doesn't recover. Oh my goodness. Riddles with a huge miss is going to open the gates for 0verZer0. I was going to say 0verZer0 decides not to follow through here and challenge. He just kind of stopped dead, expecting Riddles perhaps to take him out of the game if he continued forward. But Riddles did not find the touch he was looking for. Both players nervous beginnings to game 5, which is not what I would expect to see from 0verZer0. As he has the experience. He's been here before. Played game 5s on stream in the past and performed well in them. Riddles, this is his first ever game 5, his first ever show match on stream. And he's looking nervous. He's just got ruined once again, and we can see it coming. It's so easy to spot the fake when you are watching from the player perspective, but a harsh cut towards the ball does break Riddles' axles. That is going to be 2-0. 0verZer0 looking good for the 3rd game in a row here. At least looking better, if not good. I'm sure 0verZer0 is going to say that he played terribly this series, and Riddles likewise. It's been a very difficult series for either of them to get any momentum, to start to play their A game. But 0verZer0 is definitely stepping up the pace here in game 5. Good recoveries, good speed. Riddles finds the open net though, and does punish 0verZer0 for an extremely risky follow. Riddles is not a slow player, we've seen that. Riddles has been playing pretty quick himself, and 0verZer0 might want to show a little bit more restraint when the ball does center in a position that Riddles can contest. I definitely don't want to see him going out for aerials like that before. I didn't watch the Champions League today, no, but I saw the result. Real Madrid just preventing that ridiculous upset. The Juventus reverse sweep. Reverse sweep. Riddles had an extra touch there. 0verZer0 knew it was coming though, and he knew it was not likely to be a particularly good one. Speaking of not particularly good touches, 0verZer0 nowhere near enough power there. Off the wall. Again, boost kind of being more of a hindrance to him in that situation. Good recovery by Riddles, and 0verZer0 dropping the OK in the chat signifies that he probably saw something happen here on his screen that didn't make sense. It was multiple bumps that threw 0verZer0 off. No doubt his car being bumped there, like he says, when he has more than 100 ping, is going to mess him up a lot more. That's an excellent bump by 0verZer0. Can he stop Riddles? No, he can't. He tried his best, but he did not succeed this time. 0verZer knew that Riddles was beating him to the ball, so he went for that dodge into Riddles. Riddles didn't really feel it though, as 0verZer did. Just catch him at the tail end of the bump there. It was Riddles. He's a top 100 player from NA. He's been top 100 for a long time. I believe he did play one series on stream when I did the 12 Titans North American qualifier. 0verZer's got to be careful here. Riddles still lurking in the danger area. But we've seen 0verZer flick very well in the last game. Oh, that's too high though. He's been flicking well from distance. Needs to try not get too close, because the crossbar will save those close range flicks if he booms it. 0verZer not able to get the demo. He saw the opportunity. Triple wow signifies that he probably looked like he got the demo on his screen. I only mention that because I've played in this sort of high pick situation before myself, where you're driving along right behind someone and you feel like you're touching them but you're not. The server side, obviously we can see there that Riddles did escape the wrath of 0verZer. Is this another kickoff goal for 0verZer? Yes, it is, to equalize the game. Very close in the final game here. Good to see 0verZer fixing out his kickoff. Just going a little bit faster. Making sure that Riddles doesn't get that first touch every single time. This time he does though. With both of these guys going for that exact same kickoff strategy, the first touch is so important. Riddles doesn't win the race to the boost. Crossbar to the rescue once again for 0verZer. Again, looking for the fast transition. Hard cut in field. Pop to the goal. Excellent stuff by 0verZer. Riddles was given 0 time to restock on boost. This entire play is playing catch up. And 0verZer is a little bit too fast. 5-4. It's 2 minutes and 2 on the clock. 0verZer doing it. Splendid job, I must say, of staying toe-to-toe here with Riddles, despite the fact that the internet has not been kind to him. Today, Riddles following this rebound, using a lot of boost to do so, and now he has to retreat all the way back. 0verZer is kind of playing into his hands here with a long-distance air dribble. That is usually something you want to see when the defender is closer to you. Riddles now looking for the speed punish, and he will find it. Both players getting very similar goals. Boost advantage, and able to utilize that for the infield dribble and the shot into an open net. 5-all now. 0verZer really did not need to go for a distance air dribble there when Riddles had already backed off all the way. It's kind of what 0verZer wants when he's controlling the ball in his half. He wants Riddles to back off and give him space. Pretty much all 1v1 players do. Riddles' uncontested shot does hit the post. That's dangerous defending by 0verZer. He needs to show more respect to Riddles, as he's been playing well enough in defense and offense to have earned that respect. Nice demolished play by 0verZer. This time no triple wow on the chat, because he got it on the server side as well as on his screen. He might be going for another one here. Side flip shot to the bottom corner. Does get swatted aside. I was wondering if 0verZer was going to make an overtaking maneuver in the ball there and look for a demo play. So both of these guys have been pretty on point with spotting those demolished plays when they are available. Riddles this time not wasting his boost to chase after a rebound, which doesn't look likely to happen. Still though, tied up in game 5. Final 30 seconds. Midfield play has been back and forth for a while now. Riddles' shot is on target though, and that's going to give him a lead. And just like that, 0verZer gets punished for relinquishing ball pressure a little bit too carelessly. That touch was not enough. He was trying to get a touch onto the ball there to take it away from Riddles' line of sight, then grab the boost and resume defense. But the touch just wasn't all there. Now Riddles has a huge advantage. 0verZer snipes the boost in the corner though, and he's looking to disrupt Riddles, as Riddles is trying to get the ball to safety. Tries to find time to grab boost, and Riddles has pathed over some boost pads to grab a couple. 0verZer's shot though from distance gets saved by the post. It's in on 1 second though. I for a second thought that this was going to hit the ground on 0, but 0verZer recovers, reads the post bounce better than his opponent. I think either way it would have gone in. That ball was bouncing up on 1 second there, but we have a tie game, and 0verZer with a chance to take it. No way. We almost had the repeat of the Bluey versus Jesse. Last second equalizer, and then literally 1 second kickoff goal, but this time we do go to overtime, and it's Riddles with the long shot. Saved, but for how long? 0verZer is in a world of trouble here. 0 boost. He's not even shadowing, and Riddles will take it. GG's. What an ending. 0verZer had the chance to take it. I'm pretty sure that that kickoff goal was scoreable. I am pretty sure that that kickoff goal was scoreable with 1 second remaining. A complete repeat to the Blue versus Jesse game. Except the fact that 0verZer0 missed it. And Riddles does take it. He won the kickoff possession pretty heavily, and 0verZer0 was not able to recover. Came way off his goal line. He needed to play a little bit more carefully. Thanks for putting up with it, guys. Shame about that servers. It is a real shame. But yeah, I appreciate these guys, you know. Giving us a good show anyway. What an ending. What a show match. Lots of great mind games by 0verZer0 throughout that series. And a couple of excellent flicks in Game 4. It was definitely interesting to see the way that 0verZer0 loosened up and he started to play a little bit more consistently. He stopped going for all of those risky rebounds that he was going for in Game 1 and 2. And it all happened after he kind of gave up on the servers. After he just gave up on the server and accepted his fate. He started playing a lot better, and that's something I think that definitely doesn't surprise me with 0verZer0. He's had problems in the past with his mentality, which is a shame. I'm sure he's going to be able to sort that out, though. I'm sure he's going to be able to sort that out. He's a very smart guy. It's good to see him back at the top of 1v1.